Alright guys, welcome back. So let's have a look at TSLA. So today in the market on Monday 24th, this is one of the best, actually the best of the best performer in terms of the percentage gain and probably even capitalization, almost 12%. So what I'm watching from here for TSLA, we all know everybody was super bearish for the stock last week, and this is the nature of the market. When one side, bulls or bears, get extremely, they get to the point where there are just literally no bulls left, and it just turns around and just does exact opposite. So today's move, well, pretty crazy move, but it is mostly short squeeze. Okay, maybe some dip buyers, also some people doing FOMO. So the reason why I'm going to say this is going to be a FOMO here is now a lot of people may have a aha moment and pretty much try to chase it. So as somebody who trades options, I have seen it many times with particularly Tesla's case. It didn't take us too long. It happened many times. Literally last year as well, Tesla was down literally 30 something percent year to date, and then you saw literally every YouTuber, big YouTuber, was calling out that they're short, that this stock has to go to zero and all that stuff. And this is literally where we were pointing out that when everybody becomes super bearish, especially mainstream, this is exactly when you want to do the opposite. So I didn't talk about this one recently, but this is probably somewhere right here. I was talking about that, yeah, longer term, maybe it can go a lot lower. But March 7th looks like, yeah, it's been a while since we talked about this one, where I was saying that 220, this is the support I was watching, were pretty much gap from the earnings that it had essentially got filled, 217. And now we are trying to push higher, but the stock is approaching its 200-day moving average. So as somebody who trades options, I take a look at the range and what it's implying, implied volatility, average true range for many stocks. So this stock has $20 range for the day. So today moved a little bit outside of it, pretty much you want to call it maybe almost 2 standard deviation move for TSLA. So if you take a look at the option market up until March 17th, which is the next big OPEX in the market, this stock is implying almost $44 move up or down. Okay, so if we measure from here 277, well, that would take you somewhere around like 320, give or take. Okay, so that would be your upside potential. To the downside, another 40 something, well, 240, 230, somewhere right here. So what I'm saying with this one were FOMO and basically chop. I call it usually IV crush. This stock will not run away. Okay, this will not produce V-shaped recovery, even though there is a probability always with any stock. My take here is that up until that option expiration, now everybody has loaded puts. And if some people right here, if this starts going a little bit higher, people will start loading calls. Both will get destroyed up until this option expiration. And this stock, if it wants to move higher, it will move higher because of its earnings scheduled on April 29th so far. I don't know if they're going to change it anytime soon. Just like it happened last time around Q1, when this stock was pretty much declining lower and lower. Literally at that lowest point, everybody was so bearish and they reported better than expected earnings, and it pretty much came right back into the range and spent 2 quarters, another 2, not quarters actually, options, 2 OPEXs. Pretty much I look at the OPEX to OPEX chart like this. I don't look at the monthly chart. I don't judge a stock by its March, February, December. Like, I don't judge them by the monthly performance. I look at it OPEX to OPEX because this is the most this is the most helpful for me defining like which way stock wants to move, because usually when stock runs away really high, it can sit on top, do nothing, and stay in between the range between previous option expiration to next option expiration. So essentially what I'm saying is that come April 17th, Tesla will be hovering around this $250 area. It will give you a range, and the range that I gave you $40, but I don't think that it can move that much, but it can. I mean, this is what option market is implying. But if it does, there's not much of a room to make money as a buyer of the option. So what I'm saying here is, okay, if it does break out a little bit here above this 200-day moving average, 285 that I have, yeah, it can go. Next resistance would be 300, 320, but I don't think that it will go that far. I think it will stay in the range, kill a lot of premium, and the actual move, whether it's to the upside breakout or to the downside, will come after their earnings report in February, in April 29th. So after that, then I will be basically waiting for Tesla to pick a direction. So far, I do believe we are at the stage right now where this will move now sideways. It can move, it can be volatile, sure, but it will move sideways, maybe with a little bit of a bigger range. But definitely, it's not gonna fall below 220, in my opinion, again, up until this April, and it's not gonna run away as well above 320 up until this option expiration. So that's my take. This is the TSLA update. This is not a buy or sell recommendation. This is what I'm watching essentially for the next month of April up until 17th, maybe even up until earnings. So basically, 212 is my support, 213, and my resistance is 300 and 320. So that's what I'm watching for TSLA. That's the update. Thanks for watching. This is not, again, buy or sell recommendation. This is purely for educational, entertainment purposes only. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.